Days away from Christmas and 101 days from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra being here in Cleveland. Yes, TSO will be back on the road touring their show titled The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. And to learn more about everything the show has to offer, we have a couple special guests here joining us live this morning. Al Petrelli, who is a writer, guitarist, and musical director for the orchestra, and Kayla Reeves, who is a vocalist for TSO. I want to thank both of you for logging on this morning and joining us. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Well, I just want to ask, first of all, what's different about the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show compared to your average rock show?
Everything. I mean, if you look behind us, you know, that is absolutely not your typical orchestra presentation. And we pride ourselves in the last 26 years of touring that every year we try to kind of up the ante. This year, we've gone out of our way to make the entire stage look different. So there's a bunch of people in your community that come see us year after year. We refer to them as the repeat offenders. But what we wanted to do this year is put them back on their heels from the jump. So before we even hit a note and that curtain goes up, the entire stage will look different than anything they've ever seen before. And then we changed the entire show, the front of the show, the story, the back half. We're doing things we've never done before. So it is like nothing you've ever seen, even if you've seen us before.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us a sneak peek of what this year's show is going to be like?
No.
Visually, we don't even know. Kayla and I won't see that until we get to production rehearsals in a couple weeks in Omaha, Nebraska. But we did decide to bring back everybody's favorite story of Paul O'Neill's fantastic collection of stories, is The Ghost of Christmas Eve. And we're very excited to bring that back in yet visually a different manner. And again, we're going to do things in the back half of the show we've never, ever done on a winter tour before.
I remember I saw you guys a couple years ago. Fantastic. Loved it very much. Yeah, we brought our daughters, my wife and I don't think my one daughter really knew what she was getting into, and her face when you guys first came on was like, wow. Do you get that reaction a lot from people?
Absolutely, and that's where the magic really is, when you see the expression on a child's face when those pyro flames go up or, you know, something, you know, amazing happens. That it's just incredible.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the money raised for charity?
Absolutely. It all goes back to Paul O'Neill and the O'Neill family from the very, very beginning. Paul O'Neill really wanted to make a difference in the world, and he wasn't the kind of guy that just talked about doing it. He actually did it. And from the beginning, $1 from every ticket sold has gone back to local charities throughout every community that we roll through. And I think we just approached our
20 million tickets.
Wow. So if you do the math, he really was able to make a profound impact in these communities, and it's just something that we're really honored to keep carrying out, that tradition and that legacy.
That is amazing. And we just talked about it a little bit. You answered it kind of there already, but what is it that kind of resonates with so many of the people that come to your show?
I think the story, people relate to the story. Paul's art was always very, very accessible, but never ordinary. So as the story's unfurling and the people are understanding what the characters are going through, all of a sudden they kind of sit back and go, wait a minute, I just lived through that. Or maybe they're familiar with somebody who has gone through that. So there's the sense of you're not alone in your the missing somebody aspect of this show. You know, all Paul's stories have a very happy ending, but in real life, sometimes you just miss somebody, and that's how it goes. Over the last 26 years of touring, I've noticed that people in the audience feel that they're involved. You know, there's no division of church and state between stage and audience, and that's something we pride ourselves in.
Do you notice any difference on the different cities that you go to, the crowd? You know, is one city different than another?
Well, Cleveland absolutely does rock. There's no doubt about that. So, no, I mean, there really is this love for Paul O'Neill's story and the music, and, you know, a lot of people have adopted this as their holiday tradition, and so it's amazing to see this shared experience between different people and in every city that we come through, really.
Okay.
And Cleveland was the first city that put us on the map. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
It's all your fault. Actually, it's Barry Gable's fault.
Yeah.
But it was the first. Somebody, I think it was WNCX in Cleveland, dared Paul O'Neill to put on a live show, and Paul agreed to it. And we sold out the first show, I think, I'm going to say 30 minutes. They put a second show on sale at the same venue. That sold clean in about another half an hour, 40 minutes. And we actually had to move venues a night later to accommodate a third show.
Wow.
So that's really like Cleveland is the epicenter of TSO touring. And we're proud to bring back a bigger show. And families who came to see us in '99 on that first run, maybe they had their children with them. Now they're bringing their grandchildren. You know, so we got 3 generations deep of families, and it's not a mortgage payment, you know, for these tickets. You know, you can come out, you can enjoy yourselves, we can relive Paul O'Neill stories and celebrate the fact that it's 26 years since you guys dared us to do this.
That's a 98.5. Yeah, that is a great story. I'm really glad you shared that. If we can bring in the information back up again. The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, Rocket Arena, Friday, December 26th, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets are available now. Al and Kayla, thank you so much. I really enjoyed that. Some great information and going down memory lane. Congratulations on all the success, and we can't wait to see you guys in December. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us this morning. See you soon.
All right, take care.